Tinder optimization service episode 3, case Zayn. This is going to be an alias, of course. If you want to check out the full details with his face uncovered, I have left an interview down below in the description with his consent of being able to post it. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. This one's going to be a banger because I helped an Indian kill it on Tinder. So let's get straight into it, okay? So here's some context on Zayn. So the situation on Zayn is this, alright guys? Zayn is South Asian / Indian. Zayn is actually also 5'7" as well, and he was still able to secure solid results. Now, I'm not going around prancing saying this is the best results in the world. He's matching models, he's matching medicine, being Kim Kardashian. He has done way above than what he was getting originally, and considering he's South Asian, he's probably sleeping with a good large majority of attractive girls than what most of you guys watching this probably are. Point number 3. Zayn is from Kansas, one of the most racist states in America, okay? One of the hardest places I've worked with. I've worked with people all around the world. I'm talking Germany, France, Europe, Holland, Belgium, France, Spain, Switzerland, all of it, okay? I've done people in India, I've done people in China, I've done people all over the world. I would say Kansas is one of the hardest states that I've worked with. Now, Zayn, being cautious about his health, also took proactive measures to ensure his safety, and he actually asked girls to get tested for STDs, believe it or not. So before he actually had intercourse or sex with a girl, before he clarted them, he'd be like, go get tested. I'm not fucking you, bitch. Piss off. That is ridiculous. You'd think a guy like that, he should settle for just any ugly girl. He's telling girls that are 2 points above him in looks, get fucking out of here, go get tested, and then I'll fucking have sex with you. That is ridiculous. And if you don't believe me, check out the interview down below. There's literally evidence of him saying to girls that are hot, get out of my room, you're gonna go and fucking get tested before I have sex with you. Anyways, point number 5. Zayn was able to sleep with multiple attractive women on Tinder despite all of these limiting factors. Now, these girls were attractive for him, guys. Like I said, I'm not promising him Sydney Sweeney or, you know, some model type girl like Adriana Lima. I promised him realistic results, and we went above and beyond. We actually attracted girls above his level, as you can see throughout the video. Let's get straight into the results before the optimization. So he has some chopped, fat, ugly girls before. Again, you don't want to go near these girls no matter how desperate you are. You're better off using your hand, or you're better off going cold turkey, because this is not okay, okay? Now, obviously, these are some cherry-picked girls, of course, but they were ugly and they are not worth dating. I just picked the worst ones humanly possible just because it's funny. Anyways, so we did an entire remap of his profile. For his profile, the main issues were that he was not well groomed, so we had to educate him on that. No stereotypes here. Come on, guys, let's not be racist. Oh no, this video is gonna go to shit if I'm not careful. So yeah, guys, he wasn't groomed, dude. He didn't shave his chest, so that was pretty bad. So yeah. Now, and then we had to explain the importance of taking quality pictures and getting leaner as he was initially skinny fat. Guys, a lot of Indians have terrible diets, man. They eat curry, dal, or samosas, or whatever the crap it is, bro. Carbohydrates, just not good, man. Go tell your mum, I want to eat something that is more healthy and good for my diet. I don't want to eat curry for the rest of my life. I actually want to look good. Anyways, overall, this was a lengthy process of approximately 4 weeks of work, and he was pretty much just a part of our grooming and glow up program, okay? Nothing fancy, just fundamentals, all simple stuff of improving your diet, your skincare, your hair. Then the final few steps were to tweak his entire profile setup, including his bio settings, prompts, and interests. These things actually made a huge difference. If you go back to the first slide on this video, you will see girls were messaging him first. He also selected our psychology package, which we essentially taught him the psychology of dating beautiful women and the texting masterclass playbook. Now, the texting playbook is honestly one of the best things that we have available. If you're looking to learn how to text using our strategies and get a good breakdown of that, and you are able to see the text message as well throughout any of the services, you know, you'll be logged in, we'll be logged in, we'll be doing the texting, you can observe how well we're doing, etc. Now, if you want to go the extra mile and learn the texting, then hell yeah, we've got a manual that explains pretty much everything. It's a blueprint designed, made for you, custom tailored, where we take your text messages, our text messages, compare them both, do comparisons with charts. So this is what his profile looks like now after we finalized our work. So let me show you the results really quickly. So as you can see here, girls are messaging him first. I'll be blurring the phone numbers. This is just a note for me. So as you can see, he's getting relatively attractive girls. So it's done pretty well. This account is actually quite a fair bit older because he asked me not to share his current account because he was using that at the current time being. But as you can see here, he ended up getting, let's say, you know, quite a few phone numbers, quite a few dates. As you can see here, I will have to blur it and I won't be able to show you the chats entirely, but he has had a pretty good success rate, which has done him really, really well. So the matches, they're obviously quite good for him. He ended up scoring a lot of attractive girls. He ended up doing pretty well considering this guy is in his late 20s to early 30s as well. Let's talk about his mistakes and why he's not literally had nothing before. He had nothing before. And compared to the results he has now, I'd say it's pretty good. Like, you know, it's not, you know, what is it? What's her name? Like, you know, like famous models, right? It's not 10 out of 10s. but before it was horrible. Anyway, so let's get straight into it. So picture 1, Zayn's first picture comes off as gothic and strange. It has no appeal, unless your goal is to attract weird chicks who look ugly. You should not use it. Now the colors are dark and the environment just comes off as edgy and almost as if you're in some horror museum or maze. It's just strange, like stay away from it. This is what freaks are into, and it would attract girls who share the same interests. Your picture is supposed to portray your lifestyle and who you are. This will help you attract someone who matches your lifestyle. This picture also comes off as extremely cringe, with the pose being so generic. The fact that he looks small because the phone is held at a high angle does not help either. He's 5'7" already. He's not doing himself any favors by having the phone pointed up directly down at him, looking down upon him, etc. Anyway, this picture has the same issue as the picture 1. It is in a weird, gothic, and freaky environment. I am not a hater, but this place does not seem fun or cool. This place does seem fun or cool to some people, but for people on Tinder, this is just some freak shit. Like, it's just freaky. Do not take pictures like this in a dark and weird gothic place. Only take photos like this if you aim to attract goth chicks and you want to be perceived as a Satanist. Your profile conveys who you are. Don't be surprised if you get pigs and ugly media girls if your pictures are wank. Skill-based matchmaking, it is absolutely fair, and if you're complaining about the results, then you probably just have shitty pictures. I bet if this guy, he took the pictures again and did a better, job of taking them, he probably would have had even better results, even post-optimization, which is why he's coming back for a second time around to do his Hinge as well, because he wants to go to the next level above and beyond. He's actually moved states as well, because after I informed him of Kansas is one of the most racist states in the USA, we actually ended up doing a second round with him, and I'll be posting that video later on, which is going to be even better because the matches he has now is even better. Now here's some pictures you can take that look really cool. This is another guy I worked with. As you can see here, this one on the left is in some sort of ballroom event, some sort of dinner or whatever, some sort of event. I can't tell you exactly. The one on the right, sports event. Very, very, very cool. If you could take pictures in environments like these, they would look really, really good. Now, for picture number 3, the issue here is, okay, now I might get taken down if I go too hard into this. I'm not a racist, but dude, clean yourself the fuck up, bro. Like, this is bad. Crusty, okay? Keeping it PG friendly, shave off the hair is horrible. It looks unkept and it's disgusting. His physique is also below average and requires touch-up with Photoshop and work. We also obviously got him to lose weight in 4 weeks. And on top of that, the environment is crusty too. It's as if he took it down in a run-down building. Mainly, the lighting gives off that effect, of course. Now, this picture is a prime example of what not to put on Tinder. However, with the makeover, he was able to pull through and do relatively well. But I'm telling you now, if you could fix this, it could do you wonders. Anyway, here's 2 pictures you can replicate that are really good. As you can see, both of them are clean shaven. They both look solid. They both look like they actually look after themselves. Obviously, arm hair is okay. It looks masculine. This is fine. This doesn't look ungroomed or zesty or whatever. Now, obviously, here, you don't want hair. It does not look masculine to have chest hair. I don't care what anyone says, dude, you don't look masculine. You just look like you don't shave and you're a fucking ape. You're a bear. Like, look after yourself. You're not a man. You look like a bear, okay? Picture number 4. All right, so the actual picture itself is pretty good. It's definitely his best one for sure. However, the issue is that he comes across as too friendly and too nice. Anyways, for a more appealing look, aim for a stoic and masculine expression with a subtle smile. This subtle smile adds a touch of warmth without compromising your masculine appeal, which girls appreciate. Now, another aspect to consider is your body language. Instead of appearing as if the fish caught you, aim for a more confident stance, standing tall and taking up more space, which can make you appear more in control and attracting photos. If you have a group picture that you're taking with other people, stand bigger than them, stand tall, get on your tiptoes. I don't care what you do, even if it looks cringe. Try to look better than them. Take up more space because you will look 10 times better and stand out. By expanding your frame photos and taking up more space, you can project a powerful, confident image, and this is the power of body language. This simple adjustment can significantly improve your appearance in photos. He had quite a few bad pictures. I'm not going to do a full breakdown of them, but I will show you those pictures briefly to give you an idea of what not to do. These pictures are terrible. Don't copy this. Don't do this. They have the same problems. They're weird, they're wacky, they're goofy, they just look cringe. Anyway, we made significant changes to his pictures using the picture taking blueprint. As you can see here, we've mentioned this in past our videos quite often, but this blueprint right here will break down the art of taking pictures perfectly so that you can get results regardless of what you look like and your ethnicity, blah, 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 as you've seen the results in this video. Now, we use this module, and these are the pictures he sent back to us, and of course, we added our special touches using Photoshop, which we'll show as we proceed. For the first picture, we essentially had the classic cooking image, very good contender. This picture conveys a lifestyle of cooking and also has sexual appeal. The idea behind this picture is to make a twist on the typical boring, shirtless picture and combine it with another attractive hobby. Now, some other examples could lead to, being shirtless while riding a sport bike, or shirtless while on a boat or surfing. And the idea behind this shot is to showcase your personality while maintaining your sexy appeal for maximum impact. And here are the Photoshop differences of the before and after. As you can see, slight changes to the face contour, slight changes to the facial aesthetics, changing a little bit of the structure, the bones, blah, blah, blah. The body has been toned a bit more. No girls have ever called him out. Very subtle, very well done job, of course, as we aim to be. Now, for picture number 2, we went with this picture on the right here. Now, this picture is excellent if you have a good facial structure or if you are lean. Now, Zayn's facial structure is average, and without Photoshop, it was sufficient for use. I would say this to show you that most people underestimate the level they need to be at. They think they need to have some crazy face structure. But the thing is, most people don't realize the only disqualification for having a chopped face is being fat usually. Honestly, if you have a bloated face or you're fat, that's probably why your selfies look terrible. If you're around 10, 12, 15% body fat, your face is going to look great in pictures. Most people just need to lose the fat and de-bloat and then compare yourself to him. Obviously, here in the picture on the right, he is photoshopped. I'll show you the picture before the Photoshop in the next slide and then see where you stand. So Zayn is a good benchmark to determine where you stand. If you look worse than him, I recommend not using close-up pictures of your face. If you look better than him, absolutely take advantage of it. So the picture on the left is what he looks like without the Photoshop. The one on the right is with the Photoshop. Anyways, for picture number 3, we of course went with one of the best options possible. A shirtless picture in the pool is the ultimate picture for appeal. It allows for a lot of creativity, and you can also take a picture in other environments if you cannot access a pool. Now, perhaps you could do this in a pond. You could swim in it. Obviously, if you can't swim in it, don't go into a pond and get yourself killed. And then an outdoor pool is cool. A sauna, a bathtub, a hot tub, whatever, blah, blah, blah. These pictures will kill the game on Tinder and all dating apps. Even Bumble, they allow shirtless pictures in pools or swimming like pools or beaches or whatever. They do really, really well. Now, here's the before and after. As you can see, some changes to the body, some minor changes to the face, obviously pronouncing the jawbone a little bit more, give his nose a little bit of a better shape, more volume to the hair, small, teeny, tiny touches that were not very noticeable, but of course, they helped keep the style of his appeal in the pictures consistent. Anyways, picture number 4. We chose the classic car picture here because driving is often seen as a sign of status and attraction. Girls love it when a guy can drive and they see themselves as a little passenger princess in the car. Depending where you're from, a car can actually break or make you. In the UK, a car will literally make you even if you're chopped, since most girls cannot drive. Shout out to the Manchester cleanup crew in the nightclub environment. Anyways, while in the United States, it may not have as much of a difference, so it heavily depends on your area. In the USA, cars probably don't have as much of an impact because most people drive there. But in the UK, huge impact, massive, massive, massive upside. Anyway, here's the before and after of the Photoshop. As you can see, literally no difference almost. It's exactly the same. Just very little details that you can barely notice. But again, keeping the style consistent, no inconsistencies. Picture number 5. This picture is a devious one. It plays on the fantasies of a girl dreaming of a man in finance dressed in a suit. This is a great option, and the picture is incredible. It carries him really well. The mix of formal, handsome style and the sexual surfer boy appeal was perfect balance to show girls that he's not just there for fun, but also mature and masculine. Considering he's a guy in his late 20s to early 30s, he wanted to attract girls of that age range. A lot of you guys were probably going to comment, oh, the girls are ugly, they're chopped. Dude, he didn't want girls that were 18. He wanted girls that were in their late 20s. So, of course, the girls are not going to look as good as you would have expected. Anyway, pictures and suits work really well, but avoid going overboard by not doing more than one. One is usually more than enough, and it will make a girl ovulate like crazy. Doing 2 is too much. So here's the before and after for the Photoshop. As you can see, the one on the right is Photoshopped, the one on the left isn't. Such small differences. Obviously tightening the jaw, the skin's a little bit better, the nose. Everything has just been touched up a little bit just to look that much better. Now, picture number 6. Holy crap, this one's incredible. Okay, for the final picture, we hit them with the ovulation bomb. This picture is meant to send girls crazy. We often swapped this to be the first picture with one to mess around, but both yielded similar results. I would argue this is probably a better one for our first trap to send to girls directly once you get their number, but it's obviously photoshopped and no girl could actually ever tell based on Zayn's story or experience, which I will discuss later on. This picture embodies a classic pretty boy look complemented by the masculine appeal of facial hair. And as you can see, here's the before and after with the Photoshop. I couldn't actually find the original picture of the one on the right, so you can just use that to compare the picture on the left of his physique there to the one on the right. As you can see, the Photoshop difference, very marginal, nothing too crazy. The one on the left is obviously him in here, no Photoshop, just raw, and that is what he looks like without the edits. Now, with the edits on the right, he looks like a crazy guy that has good looks. And we ended up doing better than we thought. I will not sit here and lie. I did think that him being South Asian would limit his results, but I proved myself wrong. He ended up scoring girls above his level and did really well. This is impressive to me and shows that a good majority of people can do well on Tinder. So let's look at his results. Of course, His results on Tinder, here they are. They're not too bad, I'll be honest with you. They look pretty good. We actually did better on Facebook dating. We do a multitude of apps, but overall, I would say his results are very good compared to what he had before. He ended up attracting a lot of girls that are considerably attractive, and he ended up doing really well. He ended up scoring a lot of numbers, a lot of dates, and, you know, again, for a guy that is South Asian, this is impressive, man. So we will release the full interview of Zayn's profile in the description, and this interview features his face and a full story of how we were able to transform his life and help him. Zayn requested that we did not use his face directly on the YouTube channel. So if it is indirect, such as link to the video down below, he is comfortable sharing his story. So I did ask him, can I link your testimonial / interview with your face in the description? He said, that is okay. Just don't put me directly on the YouTube channel. He said that he just doesn't want to be on the YouTube channel itself directly. He said, if I do put him on the YouTube channel, below his face, and then link the actual interview me and him had in the description. So thank you, Zayn, for allowing us to share his results and story and interview on our website. A link will be provided below for my dedicated viewers to see, where you will learn his actual name, where you'll learn his entire story, his entire situation, and how he was able to get these results. Now, if you're looking for transformation similar to Zayn, feel free to visit our website to learn more about what we offer. We have some free resources too for you as well, and with no sign-up box or anything like that, you know, you don't need to put your email in. You just click and enjoy. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I've slain all the shaitan beasts in this video for you, and I have hopefully helped you